Hello everyone, and welcome to my Eastenders Soap Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Next week, Sonia Fowler will be handcuffed and taken away by police, while Natalie Cassidy will be leaving Eastenders. The devoted nurse had been hoping for a second opportunity at love for a while, and when eccentric Reiss Colwell, Johnny Freeman, turned up at her door, it seemed like her wish had been granted. Unfortunately, the relationship is doomed from the start since Reiss, who was broke and desperate, killed his unconscious wife after robbing her of money to pay for Sonia's IVF treatment. Even worse, fans of BBC One will recall that the accountant set up his fiancée to do the crime. Scenes slated to show next week will only worsen as Reiss's devious tactics entice the police, who then disrupt his and Sonia's engagement celebration in order to make an arrest. Images of the dramatic scenes, as The Sun reported, show Sonia appearing terrified and distraught while Reiss puts an arm around her to shelter her from the coppers. His efforts will be futile, as other promotional images purport to show Sonia being handcuffed by a cop prior to being hauled from the Queen Vic, the location of the upcoming scenes. The Sun claims that Natalie Cassidy will be making the most of her character's time away from the square as she's set to front a new show on Channel 4, so viewers of the London-based program will have to wait to find out if Reiss will get away with his crime and let his fiancée take the fall. What's the Big Deal? Is a 4-part series about consumer trends that Natalie will be presenting after the channel's air fryer program proved to be successful. Regarding her leave from the show, an Eastenders insider stated, Natalie will be taking a short break, just like many of her co-stars do when they have another project. Stars are always encouraged to broaden their horizons by their bosses, and if they can work it around the frequently harsh soap opera schedule, they will. Natalie is incredibly eager to work on the Channel 4 production. Here's an additional string to her bow. The BBC and Natalie's agents have been contacted by the Daily Mirror for comments. Natalie Cassidy debuted on EastEnders when she was 10 years old, and for 31 years, she has been a recognizable face on the show. What will happen when she leaves, and may she be imprisoned for murder? As the drama returns to the relationship between Freddie Slater and Anna Knight, Gina Knight of EastEnders is about to make a big love declaration on her sister's behalf. Even though Anna and Freddie tried to keep their friendship platonic following their sexual encounter last year, especially now that Anna is seeing Freddie's close buddy Bobby Beale, they have become closer since Freddie has been there for Anna ever since her drink-spiking incident. Scenes from the upcoming episode of the BBC soap opera show Gina seeing the obvious spark between them, cautioning her sister not to drag Bobby along if she's truly in love with Freddie. But Anna quickly allays Gina's fears, saying that she and Bobby make a fantastic team. Later, when Gina intervenes in their relationship and Bobby apologizes to Anna for taking her for granted, the latter becomes enraged. When Anna approaches Gina, the girls quarrel about who Anna truly feels a connection with. They don't know that Freddie has heard Gina claim that Anna is in love with him. Given Anna's relationship with Bobby, Freddie tries to keep a space between them despite his own affections for her. Next week, M.O. Harris will voice her concerns about Freddie and Anna's connection, so Gina won't be the only one noticing the chemistry between them. Anna is left wondering how she feels about Bobby in light of this. Bobby's exit from Walford may be facilitated by the love chemistry between Anna and Freddie, since actor Clay Milner Russell is expected to step down from the role later this year. Russell's departure plot hasn't been announced yet, though. In EastEnders, Linda Carter will find it difficult to handle Bernie Taylor's poison pen plot. Keanu was previously killed by the Queen Vic landlady on Christmas Day while she was attempting to assist her friend Sharon Watts, Letitia Dean. In an attempt to free his kid Albie from Sharon, Keanu, Danny Walters, barged inside the notorious bar. When she admitted that the toddler was actually Phil's, Steve McFadden, child and not his, he began to choke her. When Linda, Kelly Bright, stabbed him in the back with a meat thermometer, she killed him to protect her friend. Denise, Suki, Stacy, and Kathy, the other 4 members of the Six, covered up the murder and falsely accused Dean Wicks, Matt D'Angelo. Dean, who maintains his innocence, has been in communication with his sister Bernie, Claire Norris. He made an attempt to get Linda to retract her allegation by offering to admit to raping her in its place. In an effort to uncover Linda's lies and find out who killed her brother, Bernie started penning poison letters. Even though Linda has previously struggled with alcoholism, she is turning to alcohol as a coping mechanism for the situation. The landlady was called a liar in a mysterious letter that claimed to know what she did on Christmas Day. She would spend the entire night drinking in an attempt to find some comfort, leaving her son Johnny, Charlie Suff, in a hopeless situation. Although he now knows how to support his mother, Gina, Francesca Henry, is adamant that she will assist in taking care of Linda. When Johnny gets back to the Vic, he and his mother argue a lot over what's happening. The Six have trusted him and Jack Branning, Scott Massillon, with the secret. When he's cooled down, he'll storm off in a fury and return to the pub. Along with her spouse Mick, Danny Dyer, Linda debuted on the square on Boxing Day of 2013. Since then, she has become well-liked by viewers of soap operas. Her initial narratives focused on how she was having trouble accepting that her son Johnny is gay. Then, in a plot twist that would have long-lasting effects, Mick's brother Dean Wicks, Matt D'Angelo, sexually assaulted her. Soon after, she became pregnant, and after falling down the steps to deliver an early baby, she was emotionally destroyed after learning that her husband Mick had kissed their daughter-in-law Whitney Dean, Shona McGarty, who was the wife of their seasoned son Lee, Danny. Hatched, things quickly became worse for Linda. Her accusation of tampering with the legal system remains one of her most iconic tales. This occurred following Stuart Highway's, Ricky Champ, shooting and her erroneous accusation of attempted murder. She has battled a covert fight with cervical cancer in addition to bulimia and alcoholism over the years, among other illnesses and afflictions. She also had to deal with her youngest son Ollie's, Harry Farr, autism diagnosis after giving birth. Despite giving off the impression of being the ideal couple, she and Mick briefly separated after she had an affair with Max Branning, Jake Wood. This resulted in an additional pregnancy. Nevertheless, after Janine Butcher, Charlie Brooks, laid eyes on Mick, the couple eventually filed for divorce. In an attempt to sour things between them, she enticed Linda Riviere back into drunkenness and wanted the landlord all to herself. She found it difficult to acclimate to life without her ex-husband and the true love of her life after this resulted in Mick's apparent death at sea. This occurred shortly after the couple made the decision to try their relationship again. Linda was the focal point of the Six plotline until recently. When Keanu Taylor, Danny Walters, was strangling her best friend Sharon Watts, Letitia Dean, she attempted to save her. After he returned to the plaza, the group set up her rapist Dead Wicks after she killed him with a meat thermometer. She's had trouble adjusting ever since. However, he will be left in a state of dread when he discovers Linda in a critical condition and the paramedics race to her aid. Johnny is going to lose it on Gina when they all get to the hospital. He believes she is at fault. Knowing that his mother is suffering from the weight of the murder secret, he gives her the order to go away since he is desperate for her to recover. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.